What's up, YouTube? Pipe Professor here. Coming at you today because we have some unfinished business to take care of. Not smoking anything, and there's a reason why. You'll see in just a second. About a month ago, I asked for a viewer's choice in regards to what blend, got a haircut, what blend I should review here for you all. And the choices were between Father Dempsy, which is a Kramer's blend that's blended by Cornell and Deal, or Pease Westminster, which is obviously Greg Pease. Cornell and Deal does the tinning, I think, that tins the blend for Pease. And I asked for everyone to comment and say which one you wanted me to review, and with overwhelming support, I will be opening and reviewing Pease Westminster. This tin is from August of 17. I have not opened it yet, so I will be opening it here. I'm going to be smoking it in my Devil Ants cob. If you have Netflix, most people do, go on there and watch the Hatfield McCoys. It's 3 episodes. They're like an hour and a half each. It's a great little mini series, mini movie, or whatever you want to call it. Really enjoyed it. If you don't own a Devil Ants after you watch it, you will own a Devil Ants. I have a Briarworks Devil Ants, but I also like my Devil Ants cob. Anytime I try a new blend like this, because I've never had Westminster, I like to use a cob just to play it safe. I don't know if there's going to be any ghosting, if it's going to, I'm not going to enjoy it. I don't want to taint one of my briars, essentially. So a little bit about this blend, though, before we get going. It's GLPs. It's manufactured by Cornell and Deal. By the way, this is off of tobaccoreviews.com. It's a Balkan blend. It has Latakia, Orientals, Virginias. It says there is no flavoring. The cut is a ribbon. It's available in 2 ounces, 8 ounces, and 16 ounce, the big boy, 16 ounce tins. And of course, it's available anywhere you can buy tobacco. Your local dealer, first and foremost, your local B&M. And then obviously Pipes and Cigars, smokingpipes.com, Cup of Joe's, or one of my favorite online dealers that I've been, and no, I'm not getting any supplement or pay for this, but tobaccopipes.com. Been using them a lot lately. Free shipping no matter how big the order is, so can't go wrong with that. Just want to pick a 10 or 2 up. So, all right, GLPs. Let's crack this baby open. And of course, maybe I should read the description since that seems to be the thing now. Westminster, the very essence of the traditional mixture, rich, elegant, refined, and exquisitely balanced. New World Red Virginias are enhanced with a gentle caress of bright leaf, then lavishly seasoned with rich Oriental tobaccos and generous measures of noble Cypress Mountain Latakia. Westminster is a full, satisfying mixture with layers of flavor to delight the senses as it develops in the bowl. A perfect, everyday smoke. I'm sure that's probably how I feel once I've smoked this blend. So we'll see. They go a little overboard with some of that. Pease is the worst about it, but it's always fun to read them. All right. It is not bad moisture content. It's a little more wet than I like, but it wouldn't take any drying time at all. If you guys can see that, a nice mixture. You can see several bits of dark tobacco Latakia in there. You could see the light Virginias, and then the Burleys mixed in. Quite a bit of Burley when you're looking at it. It's nice. Of course, it has the campfire, burnt wood smell, charcoal. It has something else on it too, though. Almost like a hickory or a woody. There's something else in there. It sounds like it's a perfume. It said there wasn't any flavorings. I don't know. Interesting. All right, I'm going to pull just a little bit out here. Put the cover back on. So, while I load this bowl up, which, by the way, I'm going to go through, I'm going to give this just a minute to sit. It is a little bit moist. Not terrible by far. Good ribbon cut. I'm not seeing any stems. It's almost between a ribbon and a shag, to be honest with you. But for those of you that don't know, I am running my 1,000 subs subscriber giveaway. So make sure you check that video out. Posted it last week or the week before. So again, this is a first impressions, so I'm not going to get super in depth with this review, but I will give you some notes here. Getting ready to work on a project for my kid for school, right? The parent. And speaking of which, my wife and I just welcomed last week, exactly a week ago today, our fourth child into the family. So it's kind of nice, but I have a special video I'm going to make about that. But I have 3 sons, and this is our first girl. So that's pretty happy about that. But I'm going to use a method that I like to call the 3 bears method. I forgot where I figured this out or saw this, but pull it down so you can see a little bit. I don't get tobacco everywhere. I have a leaf that I use. I think this is really a cigar ashtray, but I've always used it as a kind of like a tobacco table. But this is called the 3 bears method. So you're going to do 3 drops of tobacco, and then you're going to pack it down, but you're going to pack it baby bear, mama bear, daddy bear. And if you use this and you do this method correctly, what ends up is a Goldilocks smoke. Play on words, get it? Goldilocks with 3 bears. All right, so let me show you how this kind of goes. I always take it and I just kind of let it rain on top of the tobacco, on top of the bowl. Now, if you have a pipe with a small chamber, the hole where you insert tobacco is not very wide or not very thick, this method is not a good method. You're just going to throw tobacco everywhere. That's all you'll end up doing. So this is almost too small of a bowl, but we're going to go and push that down in there, baby bear. And what that means is I'm not pushing very hard. I'm not applying a lot of pressure at all. I'm just barely tamping that down with my finger. And then after each time, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the draw is still there. All right, I'm going to do the same thing again. Give just a pinch of tobacco. Going to let it rain once more. Look at that little long old piece there. Like I said, it's in between like a ribbon and a shag. Let it fall in. It's actually like a chunk of tobacco right there. And this time on this one, I'm going to push just a little bit harder. Just a little bit more solid of a pack. All the way around with my finger. Nice and even. Still a nice draw. And then the last one, again, let it rain. This is the 3rd. On top there. Let gravity take its run. Golly, this video is already 8 minutes. Sorry, folks. It's going to be a longer than normal one. And the last pack, I'm going to push, decent. Not stuffing this down in there. But it's your Papa Bear push, and so it's going to be a little bit meatier than the other 2 were. Still got a nice draw. And then if I have any room, I don't know if you can see that there, because the tobacco is kind of dark, but if you have any room on top, I do like to go ahead and float just a little bit. If you're one of those people that doesn't like to mess up the rim of your bowl, then you won't want to do that, but I like to put just a touch more in there. Not too bad. All right. Move you back up. Hello. Excess tobacco back into the tin. Don't think we got to worry about it drying out in the time we're out here, so I'll jar it later on. And ta-da! We are packed and ready to go. That's not the method I use each time, but that is a method I use, is the 3 bears method. So, and by the way, I'm drinking coffee. All right. on these charring lights, for those new folks out there who may not know, tobacco, once the fire hits it, it tends to rise, so you just got to tamp it back down a couple times. A charring light may be charring lights. Typically, it takes me several before it actually gets the tobacco going. Of course, anytime you stop and talk like this, it takes longer. Pipe goes out. So, right off the bat, it's nice, fragrant aroma. Room note. Get a little bit of a burnt taste, kind of. You can certainly tell there's latakia in the blend. The smoke is, I'd say it's a medium-bodied smoke. It's got this creamy aspect to it. It's kind of nice. You can tell the sweetness is there from the Virginia tobacco. But it's balanced well between the Virginia and the Oriental. Neither are like sticking out. Not bad. It's already got a nice white ash on it. In the cigar world, that's the sign of good aged tobacco. We'll see. Not bad. Not a bad opening. So there's something that I find in certain cigars or pipe tobacco when I'm smoking that I really, really love. And I describe it as that old musty book smell. If you've ever been into an old library, like at a university, whenever I'm on campus, there's always a section in the campus library of like periodicals, or if you go, this is wrong, but if it's like some music majors, go to their section where they have all those old scores and compositions and manuscripts and things like that. And some of those things haven't been touched in years and years and years. You can walk through the aisles and you get this musty, old, historic book smell. It's hard to describe, but sometimes I get that in pipe tobacco, and I'm getting it now, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It reminds me of a book my mom pulled out when I was younger. It was her history book from when she was in college, and I was a young tyke. And I just remember her opening that book out of a box it had been sitting in. The pages were yellowed, and they were kind of just, when you open it. And I remember that musty book smell. That was the first time I had experienced that. And that smell always brings me back to that memory of when my mom shared her American history book from college with me. The first time I, interacted with that smell. And supposedly smell is one of our greatest senses of memory, like of memories for things. So that's always unique and interesting. I always enjoy it, but it's not bad. With me, Reg Pease blends are hit or miss. Some of them are really, really, it's nice. It's really nice. Some of them are really, really great. Some of them are a big miss with me, but it's whatever. It's the same with any company. So. I can tell that this is lavishly seasoned with rich Oriental tobacco. I mean, it's just obvious. No, it's good. It's a good smoke. So what I'm going to do, so I don't waste any more of your time, you don't have to sit here and watch me gooberishly make it through this entire bowl. So far, first impressions, great, good blend. I mean, I'm going to continue to smoke this. I'll make it through this 10, but I will do a formal review of this blend after I get more familiar with it and smoke more bowls of it. Also has this woodsy kind of taste to it, a little bit of spice too. I wonder where that's coming from. There's no perique in this, but getting just a touch of spice is nice. I'll do a full formal review of Pease Westminster on the pipeprofessor.com webpage. So give me a week or two so that I can actually make my way through more than 3 bowls of this stuff. I'd like to smoke at least half the 10. I'd also like to try it in, a Briar and a Meerschaum. It is Meerschaum Madness, Metalhead Cigar Guy. So we'll try it in a couple different pipes and pipe materials and see what we get. And I'll report in and do a full out review of it on the Pipe Professor, like I said. Also on the pipeprofessor.com webpage, just real quick, I just posted Mystery Tobacco Review number 2. So Corey, Portland Pipe Smoker, and Derek Tant and myself do a mystery review, or mystery tobacco review, 1 a month. So February's posted the last day of February. So head on over there and check it out. Let us know what you think. So, all right, that's it. Thanks for taking the time to contribute, pick the blend, the viewer's choice here. I'll be back in a couple weeks with another 2 options, and we'll kind of continue forward. It's been a lot of fun. So, all right, till next time. See you on down the road. Thanks for watching. Cheers.